Okay, it's asking you to press options.
I see that, and I'm hitting it, but it is not
Yeah.
popping. So maybe.
Hold on.
Yep. Whoa.
Uh,
Enjoying it.
We're live.
Hey, everybody. A screen other than the game screen is playing. Okay. There's been a change in plans. I'm Austin Walker. I'm joined. Kato was just on the call there, doing some tech support for us, and also Evan Narcissus, my dear friend, a mentor of mine, and now a co-writer of an upcoming graphic novel about the new day that we wrote earlier this year and is coming out, we think, sometime next year.
That's correct.
And we had a plan, and that plan was to play Tekken 7, a game I've not played before. Unfortunately, Tekken 7's big, and so I've downloaded it, but only the part that lets me play offline by myself. So, I am connected via share play to Evan, and we're going to talk and hang out and play some Ultimate Tekken bowling. Yeah, Evan's going to be a little reverby. It is what it is, Sleepy Pink. Evan, do you want to introduce yourself to people who maybe don't know the deal?
Yeah, my name's Evan Narcissus. I'm a writer in multiple media formats now. I guess I could say that.
Yep.
I used to freelance and write about video games, comic books, and movies.
True.
And then I started working at Kotaku.
True.
I was there for 4 years, and then I went to IO9, and I was there for 2.5 years. And then I got a tap on the shoulder to write a miniseries for Marvel, which I did. That miniseries is called Rise of the Black Panther.
It's very good.
You should read it. Thank you. I'm very proud of it. And now I'm working on Genlock Season 2 from Rooster Teeth and HBO Max. I was a narrative design consultant on Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yep.
I'm going to get fined for that one.
They're going to come for you.
And some other stuff I can't talk about yet.
It's all very good. Evan and I, again, worked together for the first time earlier this year, but we've known each other for, was that this year? That was last year. That had to be last year, right?
What, when we wrote it?
Yeah, when did we write that? Was that this year?
We finished the beginning of this year. We started last year, end of last year, and finished up the beginning of this year.
Yeah, can you, wow, did we finish it? We finished it before COVID hit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So but before that, like, for people who don't know, and I'm just gonna let Evan bowl, and I'm just gonna be entertained by Evan bowling. And also, I love this idea of Evan is now streaming this game to me, and I'm streaming it to you. So there's gonna be a little bit of lag and stuff, but that's fine. What was that, Kato?
You're streaming it to me, and then I'm streaming it to them.
That's true. Wow. Right. For everyone who doesn't know, I'm streaming it to RTMP, which is I'm just streaming it to a server Kato has set up, and Kato is restreaming it out. So we have like a wild daisy chain setup going on.
Oh fuck! I fucked this up.
You fucked this way up. You know what? You just gotta go all the way. You just gotta go all the way. Just really swing it in that gutter.
Oh man, that's terrible.
That's terrible. Oh, I love these Heihachi pins.
Sorry.
I love them.
Sorry,
Anyway,
I'm usually better than this.
welcome. Now you know what it's like. Welcome to stream.
I don't stream.
Yep, exactly. I was saying before, like, Evan and I go back 10 plus years at this point. From when there was only a very you almost picked up the spare. A burgeoning scene in New York of people writing about video games. It was like Totillo at MTV Multiplayer. It was you doing stuff freelance. It was me doing stuff freelance and like for tiny blogs. It was like Michael Thompson doing freelance shit. Nice work.
Oh yeah.
Nice work. God, it was like lots of little things, but there was no New York game scene the way there is today. You know, it was before NYU Game Center was here. It was before Playcraft. It was before all that shit that helped make the New York scene a little bit more lively the way it is now. Evan was a dude who I respected and whose work, I followed, and who was willing to hang out with me. And Guy was here, obviously, at the time also, right?
Yeah.
And so...
International Man of
Mystery, and Guy Kroll. Fuck. That's okay, it'll get there. I love the slow motion. That's so funny. And yeah, so we've been kicking it for a decade now, and I'm curious, just like, what do you think about the last decade of video games? Now that you're out of the crit role that you used to be in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, come on, give me that.
That's some bullshit, right?
That's some bullshit.
Right off the list. Yeah. You know, it's wild, especially now that I'm beyond the veil, right?
Yeah,
like,
you're on the dev side now.
Yeah, which feels such a weird thing to think about still. But you know, I feel like the medium is getting so sophisticated, right? Like, I still feel like, you know, we've yet to really plumb the depths of what it can do in terms of storytelling. But like,
right.
I feel like in terms of creating like mood and atmosphere, video games are really amazing. And you know, I feel like but on the other hand, you know, when you think about stuff like microtransactions and you know, all the risk averseness that I think still plagues the industry, like it still feels like there's a sweet spot yet to be found in terms of like in terms of its hold on one second. I'm getting a chat message.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like really trying to zero in on this shot. This next.
I will.
Oh.
Okay. Hold on one second. Okay. Yeah, that's for you, Austin. The stream's stuttering a little bit. See what you can do about that.
That's okay. I mean, it's gonna be stuttery because of the thing we set up.
Yes. Yeah. Oh man, come on! I'm not showing my best face.
Oh, I see.
My streaming debut. Yeah, okay, spot yet to be found, right? When it comes to like, all right, the reality of video games as a business and video games as a storytelling medium, right? I feel like all too often, those two kind of split parts of the consideration rub up against each other.
I thought you had that
split.
Yeah, it's a tough split.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, but like, I'll never forget. I have a friend who's a screenwriter who's written some very successful movie franchises. Like many years ago, kind of when he was in the middle of all of this. I'm talking like this is Xbox One era.
Okay.
I had a bunch of games and I gave him a stack, and he like, you've been doing this for a while now, right? Like a couple of years. Like yeah, 3-4 years, maybe even 5 at that point. And he's like, you still like video games? And he really gave me pause.
Wow.
He's like, I don't like movies as much as I used to.
Right.
I'm like, okay.
Wow, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I do. And you know, that's a question I ask myself every so often. Do I still like video games?
Do I still actually like video games?
Yeah, and I do. And you know, I feel like it's incredible. All right.
The same split. Same split.
Yeah, I do still like video games, and I like them, you know, even more now that I'm helping create them. You know, there's another game that I'm working on that hasn't been announced yet, but
I won't pry. I will not go into journal mode live on stream and try to squeeze details.
Damn, all these gutters. This is a bad look for your boy.
Sorry, you're waking up. You'll do another one after this. That'll be the real one. This is nothing. This isn't real.
Fair, exactly. This is warm up. Thank you for your generosity. Yeah. But there's another video game I'm working on. Wrote some dialogue for it, and one of the other writers I was working with went to the recording session, and they said, yo, some of the stuff that you wrote, like, the voice actors were getting choked up. I'm like,
damn.
Wow. You know, because you figure we're all cynical, we're all jaded, we know how the software gets made, but, like, you know, what I want is for, like, genuine emotion to come through, you know, like in the stuff that I'm working on right now. Like, because that's what got me here, right? Like, I still like video games, I still like comics, I still like animation, you know? Like, I'm not so cynical as to, like, feel like it's just like all chum in some bucket, you know, that gets thrown to a hungry horde. Like I feel like, you know, there's still a chance to like say something about the human condition in this stuff. So that's what I'm going for.
sorry, I'm doing a tweet so people know. Yes, finally. I knew you had it. That's the wake up. You're getting there now. You're gonna have it by the next frame. I believe in you. You're just gonna totally have it.
Part of me feels like if I should go straight into fighting.
Whoa,
because,
this is it just got serious mode. The music changed.
Strikes. Yes, yeah. It's like
this is incredible.
It always fucks me up because there's so much tension. I'm like, I want to keep the pretty colors going, but I have to roll another strike for that.
You could do it.
Let's see if your boy can do it.
Does it even get more? Oh, robbery. Damn.
Yeah.
I also
funny story about Tekken Bowl, really quick. So my girlfriend was over a couple of weeks ago, and she came over to my place. We go back and forth because that's what substitute. That's what going out means in quarantine. Mm-hmm. Just going from one abode to another. I keep telling her, one of these days I'm gonna take you out to dinner. So I was playing this when she rang the bell and came in, paused it. She's like, "What's that?" And she's not a gamer playing this stuff. And I was like, "It's bowling," And she's like, "Well, why did?" And she had all these questions. Why are these guys in the background like?
I love it. This dude in the top left who's just
losing their shit. yeah. Who's like, why are they all losing their shit? That's gonna.
No, it's nothing. Yeah. That was nothing.
Yeah, and she's like, why, like, all the shit.
That's so
funny.
And
then she starts playing, and she, let her choose a character. She wants to play the panda.
Of course, sure.
And the victory celebrations and shit just like pulled her all the way in. It was really, really funny. But yeah, and that's a thing. Oh god damn it. That's a thing to like about video games. Like just from like, there's enough going on here in this presentation to make you curious, and then once you pick up a controller in your hands, like, oh wait, there's something for me here, and this is obviously simple, right? This is not like a really complicated in terms of inputs and controls and movesets, right? But like, you want to learn more about the characters. Like, why is the panda the way the panda is? Mm-hmm. Like, what's the deal with this?
Well, the thing is,
old man or whatever.
Tekken is one of the rare series where there is an answer to all of that, because there are 7 games worth of endings and intros and bullshit lore.
Yeah.
Wait, what is the deal with the panda? Do you know what the deal with the panda is?
Okay, if I remember correctly, I think the panda is Xiao Yu's friend.
Oh, sure.
And I know that Kuma has a crush on the panda.
Damn.
That's what I remember.
Okay. That adds up.
Yeah.
I can imagine that bad end of game cutscene and laughing at it. Okay, let's see. Yep, you nailed that right. Okay. Best loyal pet, best friend, and bodyguard of Ling Xiaoyu. Same fighting style as Kuma. Hihachi Mishima's pet grizzly bear, of which she is a palette swap, of course. With the exception of Tekken Tag 2 and Tekken 7. Oh, she's a different character now. I didn't realize that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna back out of Tekken Bowl for a little bit. Okay, so I also do Treasure Battle, which is like where you play against ghosts online. You can remember this, like capture data.
Of course. Are you trying? Okay, wait. Are you trying to show off? Is that the thing here? It's like you did so bad in bowling. You're like, it's time for me to go do something I know I'm good at.
I mean, a little bit, but so I'm gonna leave it to you. I'm gonna actually leave the screen. More bowling or fighting?
People, do you want to see more bowling or do you want to see fighting? Give them like a minute. We'll keep talking and we'll see what the vibe is here. So was Tekken one of those games for you that it was for me that like Tekken 1 came out on PS1 and I was like, well, first of all, I already played Tekken in the arcades. I already thought it was dope. I already loved the Namco style of fighting game. Then it came out, it was good. Yeah. And then I think Tekken 2 and especially Tekken 3, but both of those were extremely go over your friend's house, try to unlock every ending.
You don't understand. One of the things I always say about Mortal Kombat when it came out on the Genesis was like, that shit almost made me flunk out of college. Like I almost flunked that semester.
Yeah.
And so it's the same thing where like, with Battle Arena Toshinden on the PS1, right? Like, and so yes, to answer your question, Tekken's been a game that's been around for my entire life to the point where I played it, I played it every iteration.
Right. People want to see you work, by the way. People want to see you fight. There's some people out there who love bowling, but people want to see you throw down. Also, I may have lost. We're back. We're good.
can't promise like Evo level skills here, but let's see what I can bring to the table.
Let's see what you can do.
Yeah, so Tekken has always been there, and I played every iteration on it. It's funny, I still have a PSP upstairs with the portable version of Tekken they have for that.
Oh
which
yeah,
I love so much. Where's my customizations? Oh, there's my.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're a Lee Long guy. This is your dude.
So yes, this is what I was building up to. When Tekken 7 launched, whatever, it's been 2 years now.
Yeah.
And Lee wasn't
more
part
than
of
that.
the initial
More than
offering.
even.
Yeah.
It might be 4. It might be. Anyway.
God damn.
It might be.
Again, what is time?
What is time?
But Lee's always been my main, and when they launched without him, I was like, okay, do I have to reckon with the with the reality that I might not play a Tekken game now after literally 20-something years of me playing this shit? Like, my combos for him are still the ones I use from like Tekken 3. And Tekken 3 is the one I used to grind. I used to go to practice mode and just grind all the time.
Yeah. That is for my dad would approve. My dad is a little player also.
Yeah.
I think I've told this story before. I used to work at my dad.
Doesn't sound like Jackie Chan anymore.
Yeah, totally, absolutely. I used to work in a mall with my dad. My dad had like a hip hop clothing store when I was growing up for a while, in a mall in Atlantic City, and it was literally the last store in the row of stores before the arcade. And the arcade at the Oshima Mall in Atlantic City was this huge ground level thing that was like, it was like a huge open space. It was basically the size of the food court because the food court was above it, was the floor above it, basically. And so for lunch, I would run out. I worked at my dad's store like ever since I was like 12 or something, 10, something like that. It's like all through high school, from middle school through high school, and then when I went to college, it kind of changed up. But every lunchtime, I would run out there and then either play Tekken or Soul Calibur, or whatever else. We played a bunch of stuff because you're right next to an arcade, right? So it was like Time Crisis 2. There was that skiing game we got real into one summer. But there were days when it was like me and my dad would go out there. That was unfair. You almost had that.
Yeah.
And we would go out there.
Mirror matches always stress me out.
Yeah, fair. And Tekken was probably the thing that had us the most like competitive.
Hype. Yeah.
Absolutely the most hype. And he was a Lilaw player.
Who's your main back then?
I was a Harang player. I always feel like I'm mispronouncing that. But that's because I was like doing Taekwondo at the time, and so like all those kicks felt so cool to see in a game. The third person who we played with was an Eddie Gordo player, and that was in the era and that's the Tekken 3 era, Eddie Gordo, of just like you either know how to deal with Eddie or you don't. And on one hand, what had happened was our friend Tony Stone was very good at Eddie, and that sucked because even though we got good at Eddie, he was still actually good at the game, and so could beat us. But it meant that any other Eddie who came to that arcade, and you got a lot because you got people on vacation in Atlantic City who thought that they were hot shit, they would come through and try to play Eddie Gordo on you. Like, now listen, I play Eddie Gordo all day, every day. Me and Tony go back and play Eddie. At the end of the day, they close down the mall. We're still playing, until 10 p.m. So there was a degree of like getting practice on your nemesis. That was very good.
Yeah, there was a dude I used to play who played Hahachi all the time.
Go ahead.
You know his moveset. You're like, this how to defend against it, right?
Right. Yes. Someone's like, damn, Austin's purple ranks? Absolutely not. We were watching Evan Narcissus drop game for real. Absolutely not. But yeah, actually, that means you play for real, huh?
I play Treasure Battle a lot. It's like one of the
Is this
ways
your
I
like? All right, let me get my head on straight. Let me just like
chill
for a bit.
I can't play right before bed because I get too hyped. But like, if I have like some free time, which is so rare nowadays, I throw this on and just like, it's like web swinging through the city for Peter Parker. I can't believe I just said that.
Wow. Okay.
But they're not even paying me for that. Oh, right. That's free.
That's free. You gave that to them for free.
I should know better.
Now you can file the invoice anyway. Listen, see if they pay it. Shit.
Oh, see, your boy's working me. Oh, fuck. It's that suit of his. Yeah, but no, it's wild. Like things like this. I think about the games I have long relationships with, and one of the things that I used to think were like games like on my phone, right? Certain like casual portable games like Drop 7, like Breeze, like shit like that.
Desert
I used to call
golfing,
them forever games.
Yes.
Because I just thought I would always have them on me, and you played them like I'm waiting in line at the bank.
Yep.
And I got this game.
Yep.
But like even that has changed because they don't support legacy software
on the phone. On iOS.
Yeah.
And plus,
so,
also this year specifically, like I feel like there's a degree to which, for me, that style of mobile gaming, the waiting in the line mobile gaming, it just doesn't exist anymore. The on your commute mobile gaming is just gone for me. So this is taking that spot for you in that way of like, just drop into it, make some progress, run some matches.
Yes.
Is this a mode? I'm gonna be quiet. This is quiet time. I should have been quiet quicker. I should have been quiet quicker.
It's okay.
Damn, you got caught in that. You got caught by someone in a snakeskin suit too. I don't know what to say about that. I don't even know what to say about that. Really quick, I'm gonna pause talking to you for a second. So I want to shout out that it is 4:33 or just about, and at the 33s we do something special here. I don't know if you've seen this before, Evan, but one of our great mods, Mo, last year came up with this thing, which is at the 33rd minute, everyone donates. Go to Savepoint.stream and donate something with 3 in the number. $3, $3.33, $33 to show the power of collective action. And it is not only the big, huge donations that come in from people with a lot of bank, but it's also those little donations. They add up, and they make the number go up just as high as any of those big ones. We are at $118,921.29 raised from the national bailout, which is fucking incredible. Our goal is $169,420. I think that's a good goal, a humble goal, a realistic goal. And so yeah, get those $3 donations in. Kate just dropped one for $3.33. Michael Sullivan donates $33.33 and says missed most of Savepoint's. So grouping a bunch of 333s at once. Love the stream, pod, and community. ACAB, build a better world. Nicomedes donates $3.33 and says, "Oh shit, here we go again." The Fighting Doll donates $33.33. We got $20 in from Anonymous. We got here from End the Education Prison Pipeline, $33.33, and they say, "Fuck Mitch McConnell." I've been saying fuck Mitch McConnell. Salem donates $3.33 and says, "Thank you to the community, y'all. Fuck jail. Absolutely fuck jail. Fuck bail. Like we gotta change the world in this way." The woke gamer donates $10 and says, "If we can bail out our amazing banks and corporations, I guess we can bail out people too. That's how centrism works. Fuck off." Anonymous donates $1,500. Incredible work. Anonymous donates $13.12. Fuck 12. Absolutely. We got $100 in from Zolgrin. We got $20 in from Jenny Size, who says, "I'm so glad to be part of such a caring and amazing community. I hope everyone on the team gets plenty of sleep after this." Yeah, Kato, I might not make that podcast tomorrow morning. We don't have to talk about that.
Tomorrow morning?
Is there not? Okay, that's good. I'm good if there isn't. We might have to take a quick break. Ghostly Robot donates $3.33 and says, "Less cops, more shiny suits." That's good. I'm glad Diddy has written it. Bader donates $3.33 and says, "ACAB." God, is there anything more Tekken to me than thinking about the bad boy era of hip hop?
Yes.
Post Biggie, Bad Boy plus Tekken feels like an entire era of my life.
Right. Like my man Leroy feels like he came straight out of the
Absolutely.
collective unconscious of that era of hip hop, right?
Absolutely.
Like,
Yes.
he's a badass old man, blinged out, long
Absolutely.
dreads, you know,
Yes.
like, oh yeah, sure.
God, Leroy is so
Probably-
dope. I feel like Leroy. I remember immediately rushing to see what Lupe Fiasco thought. Even though I'm way off that, I still had to know, and it made my heart feel good that Lupe was like excited about it. Yeah. Anyway, so wait, I have a question. Wait, you were saying Lee, that when Lee was not in the original release, you were like, I had to find a new character. So wait, did you find a new character?
Yeah. So I played a little bit with was it Shahed, the Arab character?
Yes.
Yeah, I played a little bit with him. Yes. Yeah. I also played Paul a little bit back in the day.
Okay, yeah. I feel like everybody touched Paul. You know what I mean? Everyone had, maybe not a back pocket Paul, but everyone was like, would fuck around with Paul. Everyone knew the punch. Everyone knew whatever. Yeah. In fact, Tony, the guy I was talking about who we played with a lot, my dad's friend, also had a really strong Paul, which was almost like, I almost would rather fight the Eddie sometimes than the Paul.
Yes, because Paul will work you in 3 moves.
Yes.
I fucking hate Steve Fox. Can I just say that? Scream. That's right.
That's right.
Take that.
I love that. Tekken is really fun to watch. Tekken is...
The thing is about Tekken is that I think that always did really well is, like, even without knowing the stories of the characters, you can still generate hate or love for them, you know?
Yeah.
I don't remember what Brian Fury's backstory is. I don't care, but I hate that motherfucker.
I hate
you know
that
what I'm saying?
motherfucker.
Like... So, Gigas, the one who came out in Tekken 6, the big, super yoked ass wrestler type, hate him too. Craig Marduk, hate him. You know, but like, okay. Did I like the Kangaroos? Yes, I did. That's an OG Tekken 3 combo he's working me with there. That's a shame.
Yeah. So that's the other thing about. Oh, so wait, you fought this dude before. You fought this, so you're just in this bracket, right? Like you're just in this with all these other people's characters, basically.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Here's another thing I'm curious about. You don't had you been in like online Tekken like play before, or was it this mode that let you just kind of fight the ghost fighters?
This mode, yes, and I love it because it lets you play other people without feeling that roteness of the computer characters. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I can't lose this one, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you focus. Clean. That's clean. Next Life says all my homies hate Snake Edge. That's right.
Yes, that's the thing I love about Lee. Because within one character, those animal stances give you so much flexibility and unpredictability. That's one of the. He's not the strongest hitter. He's not the.
And the pose at the end, you love it. You love to see it.
Yeah.
How is this the highest you've been? Have you been steadily climbing the ranks at this point?
Yeah. Like again, I play off and on. But yeah, this is the highest I've been, at least in this one. Maybe in an older one, Tekken 5, I maybe got a little bit higher. But I don't think these ranks carry over.
Right.
But again, I'm not in it like that. Here's your boy.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Sorry, I'm rooting against you now.
Yeah, I know you are.
The costume design is so good. I like the custom stuff is so good.
The customization is crazy.
It's so good.
I take my girlfriend through that, and she was like, he has got like a lamp on his head or something. I'm like,
yep.
That kid. King of Iron Fist tournament doesn't mean you gotta come in sloppy.
Yeah,
you gotta come in tight.
You gotta come in tight. You gotta come in with something really to show up, you know?
Okay, so talk to me about what you're doing online. You're playing Apex? What are you playing regularly?
What am I playing regularly right now? I'm playing Valorant, but I've been in a place where I'm like, I don't want to stream Valorant for like a bunch of reasons. Like I'm like okay at Valorant. Like I'm like silver, gold, I hover between silver and gold, which is like mid tier basically. But it's like I don't need to. Other people can stream Valorant. I don't need to be streaming Valorant. I don't need to be getting looked at while I'm streaming this game that's hard. I don't need to be streaming a Riot game right now. And then
that's one of the reasons I never got into streaming.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna. Whoa, double damage. What's that mean? Why does it say double damage battle?
Each hit's gonna.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it's gonna be really quick and painful if I don't get my shit together.
I played some Risk of Rain 2 last night, and I had such a good time with it. I'm like, yeah, I play Risk of Rain 2 now. It's time for me to just play that. That's good. God, what else am I playing right now? I mean, we're about to go into the fall, right? So you remember how it is.
Yeah.
I can't play shit for me right now. I'm talking to Rob and Patrick and Gita about like what we're covering and like what reviews are people writing and blah blah blah, and trying to figure out like what that next step is. Damn, you're almost at Fujin. I believe you can hit Fujin on this stream.
Okay. All right. Yeah, man, it's funny. Like everybody else in our circles, I watched the PlayStation event last week, and like everybody else, I was like, okay, how to get my PS5. And
how did it feel for you as someone who worked on that Miles game to see that stuff?
That's the reason I want the new hardware more than anything. It's because I worked on it.
Right.
See, like, who can root for this guy?
Yeah.
Do
you know anybody who plays like big grappler characters personally? Because I always feel like
I don't.
I have like a couple friends who do. Ben Pack over at Giant Bomb I know does. I think Jason over at Giant Bomb does. The Giant Bomb people like grapplers. I've never been a grappler player. No one who I'm tight with has ever been a grappler player.
It's always been speed and agility for me over anything else.
Actually, I actually don't even know if this character is a grappler. He could just be like a big swings dude. But normally when I look at big guys, I'm imagining command grabs. So.
Yes. Oh, counter on my shit.
Was that Blam, that like comic thing? Was that also a customizable thing? That's rad.
Yes, it is. Yes.
That's great.
You gotta get back in. You gotta get back in.
Fuck. Damn. I gotta not convince myself in this moment that I could change my life to become a Tekken guy. But it's very hard. It'd be so.
It's downloading. It's downloading
in the background right now. It's downloading right now in the background. God.
But no, yeah. What were we just talking about?
The game's coming out, PS5 event. You got excited about that?
Yeah.
Seeing that shit was good.
So, I've been trying in vain to to get a PS5 pre-order in, and it's not okay. It's a big one. Promotion match. There's a mirror match too. Oh god.
And it's the Super Soaker motherfucker again. God damn it.
Yeah.
You can take it. We've seen you take it. That's right, greatest in the world. What's good?
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh.
Oh.
The hitboxes in this game are just so good.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ah. Yes.
Yeah, bitch. What?
What's good? That's so good. That's so good. Congratulations on your promotion. What's good?
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you. You did that online. You did that in front of an audience. That's right. That makes it real. That's social now. You understand? Hundreds of people saw that live.
But back to the PS5 dilemma.
Yeah.
Like I told myself I was gonna skip at least trying to get something at launch, right? And I was talking about it with my girlfriend, and she's like, again, she's new to this world. She's like, well, you're gonna get it eventually, right? I'm like, yeah, but I want it day one, and like I've never been a guy who jumped on the new phones or tech like day one. I used to cover consumer tech, so I was never been that guy. But now here I am, and I think it's the personal investment of having worked on a game.
Yeah.
That I want to see in its
Do you
full
think part of it is
glory.
being out of the game too, in a way? Because last console cycle, you were writing about games, you were writing about tech, you were writing about what I mean? I want. It's so weird because I feel like I haven't been like that for a console since Xbox 360, Wii, PS3. All of which I got within their launch windows. I saved up money all year. I was like, I gotta go. Sorry, I want to be quiet. This seems tough.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
This is one of those cats who's he's like a post Tekken 3 character.
Yeah, I don't know this guy.
They're always harder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Round 2.
Yeah.
I love it. People dropping dubs in the chat for you after that win. I really appreciate it. People know the truth out here. Yeah. So and so I haven't had like that, like, ooh, but I'm also that way about phones now. I said this recently to a lot of other people that like I don't remember the last time I was excited about a phone, and that's like a kind of a bummer feeling because there was a window there where I was like, yo, new phones are coming out. This is cool. Da, 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 da. And now it's just like nothing that comes out is particularly exciting to me. You crushed it. I love it. I love it. These close wins are so good to me. I love it.
Yeah, this is why I can't play it before I go to sleep. Like the close ones, you just like your heart rate is up.
Yep.
Like I'm gonna see my girlfriend later. She's gonna be like, yo.
People in the chat, by the way, are tight over the fact that Sony doesn't just give you a PS5 for the game you worked on. Insomniac is gonna send him a copy of Miles Morales, and Sony's not gonna pay him or send him a PS5 to play it on.
Hey, one might show up. I've gotten no assurances that it will.
Right.
They have, you know,
that's true.
They have millions of paying customers. And
This is the thing is for me, like, I have a PS4 Pro. I can play Miles on that game, on that system, is my understanding. Now, I know you're in a position where the next thing out of your mouth should be, yes, but Austin, the best way to play it is on a Sony PlayStation 5. But, like, do I need to $500 play it on a Sony PlayStation 5? I don't know. I don't know. I'm here for. I want to know the story and the writing, and I believe in the acting, and all that, and that's going to be there on the PS4. You know, I'll live with the. I'll live with the loading times just to play that game. It's fine.
Yes. Oh, it's Snakes 2 Law again.
It is.
Oh.
Law was also one of my early characters. Before Harang, I was like in 1 and 2, I was a Law character. When it was still Forest Law becomes Martial Law, or is Martial Law first and then Forest Law is his son? I was getting confused.
Martial was first, I believe.
It's first, and his son was Forest. Because then you get the Martial Law with the wild old man like 70s mustache. Yeah.
Fuck! I got perfect.
You got perfect.
Whew. Yeah. Again, talking and play at the same time. So I'm not a streamer.
Yeah.
All right, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back to bowling.
Okay.
We're going to take it out with bowling.
Take it out with bowling, exactly. Let's chill back down. All right, here's what I want to do. I want to show people inside the world of what we do together. If you and I got put on a Tekken comic.
Oh shit.
And we have to we don't get to Google anything right now. We get nothing. We just get time to make a Tekken comic. What do we start with? Where do we go with this? What is the image? Where do we begin? Or where do we end? And how do we work back from that? Because we kind of did that a little. We don't want to show anything.
You know what I want to do?
What's that?
Because you're in the same era as me.
Yeah.
So you appreciate it. I would start our point of entry character.
Yeah.
Is Dr. Bogdanovich.
Okay. Love it.
Because I was always like, he's an old man.
Yeah.
Like, leaving aside for the fact it's a fighting game and everybody knows how to fight.
Yes.
Whatever. But I'm like, you out here, he's built, as far as I understand it, he built all the jacks.
He built all the jacks.
All the jack robots.
Yes, correct.
I think
he's seen the world. Here's the thing. The thing about being an old man is he's had a perspective that only Heihachi and maybe a couple other characters, the kind of supernatural characters, have. Right? Which means he's seen whatever the past has been that many of these young characters haven't seen. You can play with that a little bit.
Yeah, so, there's a new tournament announced, right?
Yeah.
And what does a man like him do? Is he drafted in service by one of the big corporations?
Right.
I know he used to work for G Corp.
Yep.
Like, does he want to get out? How does he get out? Like, and you're building AI, you're building sentient, autonomous
fighting machines.
Creations.
Truly, you're right. And beings. And we know that Jack develops a selfhood.
Right. So, like, okay, if you're the guy who makes these, what's your viewpoint? And I think he made Alyssa, the new, kind of like Alita style.
I didn't even know that
female robot character.
Word, I didn't know that existed. Also, real quick sidebar.
So,
did you see that? That Alita movie? What do you think of that Alita movie?
I didn't see that Alita movie.
You gotta go see that Alita movie. It's worth seeing it.
So what's funny is two things. Way back when Oculus had they had Robert Rodriguez direct a movie, a VR movie. So I interviewed him on screen for that.
Okay.
And But more importantly, that was shot at his studios here in Austin.
Oh.
So 2 years ago for South by Southwest, like the opening party of South by Southwest was on the set of the standing set that they made for Alita. So
That's
like the
so
bars
funny.
and like
That sounds great,
it was
honestly.
like,
Those sets
so,
are really dope. That's like some of the best stuff here. Ooh, this might be. Oh, you just missed it. If you just. Oh, wow! Oh, no! Oh.
that counts.
Just from the chat, really quick, I just want to get 3 messages in a row here. The Xenochrist 69 says Alita was aggressively mediocre. Then Alita movie good. I loved Alita. Then Alita rules. Kind of split here on nice. Nice.
The thing about me was I never saw the movie. I did see the trailer, and those eyes was like.
The eyes are a lot.
Can I watch 20 minutes of that?
You can do it. You can do it. Here's what I'm going to tell you about that movie. That movie is actually like 3 movies long. It's very long, but it is also 3 movies. Like, there is an origin story movie in that. There is a kind of like coming of age, like coming into your own combat situation stuff, and then there is like the big finale. And each of those almost feels like a distinct film in a way that maybe I haven't read the manga, but I'm curious to the degree to which it feels like an adaptation of multiple volumes of manga versus just a kind of traditional film model. These pins are brutal.
Down.
These pins suck.
Yeah.
Anyway, Paskanovich is our frame character. We see the creation of a new android.
Yes,
do we do an OC? Do we get to create our own character? Do we think we've landed that, or is it they've given us a character? They said, hey, we're going to debut a new android character. We want you to tell the story of this new android character, because this is what happens with licensed comics deals, in my experience.
Yes.
Is they go,
yes.
Hey, listen, we have a new product coming out. We would like you to give the backstory to that product, if possible. And you go, well, I like to tell stories as a living. This is an opportunity to do that. I'll do the best I can at doing that, I guess. You know?
Yes. And then you get notes back.
And you get notes back. Yeah. Can I tell you a note? I'll tell you a note without giving any details. That way I can't be...
Okay.
Charges can't get pressed. Allegedly, while working on a licensed property, and I've worked on... I want to be clear real quick, to make it 100% clear. This year alone, I've worked on 3 or 4 licensed properties, some of which have not been announced, some of which will never be announced, probably. And then one across fictional worlds and places and blah, 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 blah. In one of the stories...
Somebody in chat says Christoph Waltz.
Yes!
Dr. Boscanovich, and I'm 100% for that.
Let's go. Well, see, the thing is, he plays the scientist in Alita, but I think that
okay.
It's fine. It's fine. He can do that here again.
Yeah.
So allegedly, I received notes on a story I wrote, about a character, because I described the character as having a ponytail. I said this character is written, she's this, she's that, she's that. She's got a smart ponytail, right? Because that's a certain type of characterization that you're trying to give to a character. And I got a note back that was like, hey, can you just say she has brutal. They said, can you just say she has a smart tail, because we don't know that ponies exist in this world. They said, we don't know if ponies exist in this world.
You're like, I'm writing this in our world.
And I said, I can't say, well, in the world of the fiction, of the setting I was in, I guess it's possible that ponies don't exist. So, I had to go back, and I was like, I'm not going to write tail, because I don't, maybe there's other types of tails in this world. I don't trust that. That might be confusing for the reader. So I went with braid. I said, she has a braid. I didn't say smart braid. Maybe I said smart braid. I don't know. So it was a. You
should have said dumb braid.
I should have said dumb braid. I what about this? Could you get a dumb braid? Damn. Braid, stupid, dumb thing. Braid's got braids. That's for all my Jeezy fans out there. No one else.
But that's a what? Wait, I need more. I need a little bit more detail on this. Also.
Okay.
So this is a note you got,
yeah.
right? Was this for some? Was this a note to the artist? Was it something that was gonna be illustrated?
No.
Like,
see, you're gonna try to get me out.
Okay.
See, you're on the journalist mode. Press
No,
sneak fuck
no.
shit right now.
Look.
You're trying to get me to give my sources and shit. You're gonna get me in trouble.
Look.
Everybody got lawyers now, Evan. They're watching.
Just because I left the game doesn't mean the game has left me.
That's true. That you cannot take that inquisitiveness out.
That's true. But no, that's a wild note, son.
Yeah, it was a very funny note. We came up with the solution, and the whole on that project. I just want to be clear. I've had good projects this year. I've had frustrating projects this year. The project with you has been very good. I really love writing the New Day comic with you. But this project ended up being really good too. Despite the ponytail note, all the rest of the notes were really productive. I think that there was. The number one thing about writing, I hope people understand, is that notes and editing is so important and good. I love to get useful notes because sometimes they'll just bring the whole story together. That was rough. There were some notes that I got on that story that like helped bring it together in a different way. That was great. So, on that note, you just wrapped up your frame. Thank you for coming through, Evan.
Where can
people find you on the internet? To know more about you and everything you do, that's incredible.
Twitter is Evnarc, EVNARC.
Yep.
That's pretty much it. I try to keep other channels private because that's how I live.
That's how you live. That's the way to do it.
But yeah, and I guess if I can pimp anything, it's tomorrow at Rooster Teeth at home. The Rooster Teeth RTX fan convention.
Yep.
Is virtual this year, like everything else.
Yep.
Tomorrow there'll be a panel at I think it's 1 p.m. Eastern, where me and the other writers on Genlog talk about working on the show.
I'm excited for it. I saw the tease.
Yeah.
I saw the tease, and the tease indicates we're going to get some extra information in this season about the sort of faction that no one knows. The sort of what's been presented so far is a very villainous faction. I'm very curious about where the world building goes in this series. People who don't know, we did 2 episodes, I think, of Waypoints on Genlock. Maybe we did a spoiler cast and just a regular Waypoints episode on Waypoint Radio. A mech show by Rooster Teeth, and I'm so excited to have Evan on this season of the show. You did some work on the first season too, right?
Yeah, I consulted a little bit
okay.
On the first
but
season.
This time you were in the pit. You were writing the show.
Yeah. We broke the story, and we argued and fought and laughed. Like it's my first time in a writer's room like this, and the experience was great. And I can't wait to do it again. There's some things out there I'm waiting to see if they happen, but
that's right.
I think it's going to be a really great season.
That's
I think
right.
It's going to be a really great season.
Listen, this is the shit right here to me. You're a multi-threat. You're a quad threat at least. Whimsy Timothy says he has the range. Genlock. That's animation. That's animation. Spider-Man. Miles Morales. That's video games. Black Panther. That's comics. New Day. That's comics. There's 2 comics in there, but you got the range. You can do even more than that. I think we're going to see you in film. I think we're going to see you all over the place. Evan, I'm so proud to call you my friend. I'm so happy that you could be my mentor.
Same, man.
Thank you for coming through.
Oh, come on, man.
God, I'm going to make him cry on stream. Let's go. Please.
Look.
Yeah.
We say this almost every time we get on the phone.
It's true.
I love you.
I love you. I love you with my whole heart.
Yeah.
Please tell Olive hello. Thank you for joining us.
Will.
Savepoint.stream is the address to go donate. Kato, I think that's gonna do it for this segment. We'll be back in just a moment with something else. I'm gonna finish eating the sandwich that I got, and then I'm probably gonna go to the bathroom, and then I'm gonna come back and we'll kick it off with some more stuff. So stick around. Peace.
All right. I'm glad this worked out. Thanks, Scream. Take it easy, everybody.